Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2017 Delaware Little League State Championship game between the Brandywine Little League and the Milton Little League All-Stars. I'm Benny Mitchell. With me tonight, Pat O'Donnell and Mike Lang. And we are at W.B. Atkins Memorial Park in Millsboro, Delaware. Millsboro, Delaware, the hub of Sussex County here as District 3 host. This year's state championship game, Millsboro sits right smack in the center of the county. And that's where we're all today. And real quick, I'll bring in Pat O'Donnell. And Pat, we come here today and you guys got a little bit of Brandywine background, and they got a kid by name, number 23 by the name of Danny Bidding, who seems to be their star. Talk a little bit about Bidding.
Dan Bidding's very strong at the plate, very strong at the plate, yet luckily for Milton, you're not going to see him on the mound tonight. He pitched a very strong game, winning 8-0 over Naaman's in the when they had to win 2 in a row last week. And he's just a strong shortstop, a strong in the field, and a strong player. Also, I think you have to look out also for the third baseman. You can see him right there throwing over there, Ryan Andrews. He had a little pop in his back last week with I think it was a 2-run homer and also a couple doubles. So Brandywine hits the ball really well.
Milton, their big guy, 00, Malachi Wells, call him the Broadkill Basher. This kid, he has just been a tear in the district tournament in the semifinals. 2 pitches, he had a double and a triple. He possesses great speed. Again, Brandywine, lucky they won't see him on the mound today because the kid can throw in the 80s. You'll see him in center field. Malachi Wells, he is the go-to guy for Milton. And we're going to start off here, first inning, folks. Milton is your visiting team. And coming up, number 9, the second baseman, Owen Damager.
On the mound is Zach Frame. Zach Frame, he pitched the second game. Here's his delivery. It's outside, ball 1.
Looks like not overpowering stuff from Zach Frame. He'll need to have command of his pitches. As you said, Milton's been hitting the ball well, so we'll see how Zach does tonight.
He fouls that one away. It's 1-1. He did a nice job. I think he went 5 innings against Naaman's, although he did give up, I believe, 6 runs. So it's 1-1.
Brandywine got here by defeating MOT last night, 9-1. They took 2 games from.
That's a nice curveball
from MOT.
Goes right into the strike zone, makes it 1-2.
Milton
As
gets
they
here.
Split with MOT. I'm sorry.
Milton gets here as they beat MOT in their only game so far in the tournament. There's a strikeout.
Damager goes down swinging.
Hey Pat, just a note for our viewers: if you're watching on 302 Sports, our scoreboard tool is not up currently, but we're getting it fixed, and we hope to have it up to you just as soon as we can. Obviously, that was the first batter, so we're no score yet, but there is no scoreboard tool just yet on 302. We thank everybody for joining in. Long drive, it should have been worth it though tonight.
That ball was outside, so it's 1-0, one down.
Timmy Hitchcock. We're not sure if he's pitching yet or not. I believe he's plans on coming into relief.
That's a good curveball by Frame. Makes it 0-2, so he's way ahead of the batter.
After the heat last week, it's really nice out this week. Good for the kids.
High fly ball, center field. Brought in and caught by Colton Calloway.
And that's going to bring up who I think is going to be your pitcher tonight. It's Gage Joseph, number 11. They warmed up 2 pitchers. Talked to manager Zach Crouch and couldn't get him to budge on who was going to be on the hill tonight. So I guess we're going to find out after this half inning. But here's number 11, Gage Joseph.
Benny, I mentioned I was in talking to the Milton players before the game. I asked who was pitching, and 3 hands went up. So
the delivery outside.
Brazier told me he was pitching, and Gage told me he was pitching. So you're right. We'll have to wait and see.
So 2 down here in the top of the first. Zach Frame with a 1-0 count. And
Nice,
a curveball
nice
again,
curveball.
1-1. He's really hitting the corners with it. Seems to have good control.
This is a rematch of the 2016 state championship game. Just roles are reversed. Last year it was in District 2, and Milton had to come out of the loser's bracket to win it. It's role reversed. We're now District 3 hosting, and Brandywine in that same position of having to win 2.
1-2 now as he fouled off that last pitch. Outside, 2-2. Brandywine hoping to get a 1-2-3 inning. Zach Frame with a 2-2 count. His delivery. To the third baseman, Andrews. Andrews, nice throw to first, over to Wiley. And that's the end of the inning. So the end of a half inning of play. No score for Milton. and Brandywine coming to bat.
We'll talk a little bit about how these two guys got here coming through their district. Let's start first with Brandywine. Brandywine, they've been here already this year. They had to come out. They lost, I believe, in the second round and had to come back.
They lost to Newark National.
Right.
And then they had to defeat Namens 2 games in a row. One game was pitched by Danny Bidding. That was 8-0 in 5 innings. And then the second game, Frame went, and they were able to pull that one out 8-6.
And they, along the way, opening win over Wilmington 22-0, and then went over Newcastle 5-3 after the loss to 12-2. Not just a loss to Newark Namens, a slaughter rule loss, 12-2. And then Capital, Newark National again, and the 2 wins over Namens. Milton, they come out of their district undefeated. Their toughest, they have a scare right off the bat. They're the defending state champs. They have to go 7 innings against Nanticoke to win 7-6 in the opening round, and then it was all downhill from there. They the 3 blowouts in a row. They blow out Lower Sussex 17-1. Lewis Rehoboth in 4 innings, 17-0, and then Nanticoke comes back to play in the district championship, and Milton beats them 18-8. So Milton comes here, haven't been beaten since the finals of last year's district when Laurel made them go 2 games to win the championship.
So Benny, our pitcher is Timmy Hitchcock, number 5, is going to start the game for Milton. One of the hands that went up when I was down there, and Hitchcock was pretty certain he was starting. He's contradicted by a few of his teammates, but it is Timmy Hitchcock on the hill.
The hand that went up, and then but he didn't hold to it. He was a little not sure, but we're out there now, and
Gage Joseph is at third base
Joseph
tonight.
Is at third base, and where does that put Brazier, number 12?
He's in left field.
Left field will be Brazier.
Now this is Brandywine's 3rd time that they have to win 2 games in a row. They had to win
Correct.
2 against Namens. They lost to MOT the first game and had to beat them 2 times in a row, I believe. So their back has been against the wall before, so it's something that they've become accustomed to.
Not only a scoreless first inning, 1-2-3 for the pitcher Frame. Only 13 pitches in that first inning, so that's huge in Little League, with the pitch count. Of course, he's not going to be on the mound again tomorrow night anyway, so we're probably going to see him hit his 85 as long as they're staying in this game. So here we go. Brandywine coming up to bat here. Number 4, Seth Bogan, the second baseman, will lead off. Hitchcock, the right-hander, on the mound.
Hitchcock, he's looking for his side. His windup, his first delivery. That's a fastball, a little high. So it's 1-0. Looks like he's got good speed, Benny.
Yeah, but Hitchcock came into relief the other night for Wells.
Ball's outside, 2-0.
Their win over MOT.
Sean Bogan's from a nice athletic family. His brother Joe was an all-state soccer player at Brandywine. Currently plays, if I'm not mistaken, at Newman University in Aston, Pennsylvania.
Here's the pitch. Hat to
Right
strike,
down the middle.
2-1. Bogan, he's the one that hit that monster shot against Namens. Must have went 250, 260 feet.
Did it reach your car?
Did not.
Here it comes
And
right at us. Line drive. Nice
Line
catch
drive.
by Malachi Wells. Wow.
Right at Wells.
The kid's an all-around player. He's a great speed, just a great athlete.
Did he play any other sports you're aware of,
I'm
Benny?
not sure, but I know he was a starter. He was a center fielder on last year's team that played in the Mid-Atlantic Regional Championship game. So as an 11-year-old, he was key for them last year.
That was a nice sinking line drive. He made a nice, got a great jump on that and made a nice play.
Zach Frame now at the plate.
Well,
Fouls it
speed
off.
pitch.
A little bit ahead of it. Nice off-speed pitch by Hitchcock, yeah. Fooled the batter.
This is Milton's 3rd year in a row. Milton has been to the state tournament. Brandywine, back-to-back years, Middletown, it seems to be a staple here. 5 straight years they've been into the tournament.
The 0-1 pitch.
Nice inside
0-2.
corner.
Hits the corner. Nice pitch. So Frame falls behind 0-2. Hitchcock winds. Bouncer to the second baseman, over to first, 2 down.
So 2 teams
That was the Daminger.
2 teams, of course, it's early that have put runs on the board, and so far we not even have a base runner with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, and that's going to bring up one of the stars for Brandywine, number 23, Danny Bidding.
Yeah, both balls have been hard hit, but they're hit right at the fielders, and they both made very good defensive plays. Bidding, as I told you, he pitched an 8-0 game against Namens last week, really keeping pitchers hitters off balance. Now Hitchcock, delivery.
Ooh,
Nice
curveball.
curveball. Goes right in there. As Bidding looks at it, makes it 0-1.
That was a 12-6.
Hitchcock. His delivery. Outside, ball 1. 1-1. 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. No score. The pitch is low, outside.
Just outside.
2-1.
We saw this in the Milton pitchers last year against Brandywine. Really good at keeping the ball down and working the corners.
Hitchcock, his delivery, outside. So now it's 3-1. Brandywine with their chance to get their first base runner.
That's right. What do you think of this field here?
Beautiful field here. This is called the Kroll Field.
The Kroll Field. Millsboro has a field
There's
crew.
a dribbler. Going to go to the shortstop.
Close.
Over to first. He's got
Nice
him.
play.
That was Owen Damager picking it up. Brought it over to first. So after 1 inning of play, the score is 0 Milton and 0 for Brandywine. And we're going to be back after these messages.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching 302 Sports presentation of the championship of Delaware Little League Baseball. Tonight we have Brandywine versus Milton. We're in the top of the second inning. The score is 0-0 right now. I'm Pat O'Donnell, and I'm here with Benny Mitchell and also Mike Lang.
Pat, you mentioned, Benny mentioned in the first, just a few minutes ago about keeping the ball down. And I was talking to our producer, Jason Winchley, the other night about these Little League fields were built when, most of them, when the bats were not quite as composite as they were. So you get those balls up in the air. You saw the home runs at Newcastle last week. These balls are going 275 feet. Most of these fields are 200. So it's just critically important to keep that ball down, or it's going to be a home run fest. It's going to be a couple broken windows out here.
Yeah, Hitch, hopefully not the one behind us. That's mine.
We got a tent protecting your truck
pitch
there,
count
Benny.
for Hitchcock 13. Here we go. Malachi, the Broadkill basher, Wells. He, from what the Milton folks tell me, he's just a baseball player, and I'm amazed because he is such an athlete.
Another great curve by Zach Frame, 0-1.
Some other football coach or something hasn't snatched this kid up.
Frame's delivery. Strike 2.
Benny,
0-2.
which high school district would he be playing in?
These kids in Milton, they're in the north end of the Cape and Lopin district. Most of them will go to Cape and Lopin. Who knows? A few may end up at Sussex Tech.
Bouncer.
Off the plate.
Foul ball. Ryan Andrews runs over, picks it up.
Milton sits right north. They're the north end of the Cape and Lopin district. Maybe a 5 to 8 minute ride here tonight. But yeah, most of these kids, they go to Cape and Lopin middle schools, either Milton, Mariner, or Beacon.
Oh, great school district, and they do have Sussex Tech as an option too. You mentioned.
The 0-2 pitch over to second, quickly to first to Wiley. 1 down.
Now watching Wells in the when I watched them against Lower Sussex, their pitcher made the mistake of throwing belt high. This kid Frame kept it down and worked Wells into a hard ground ball at second base. And that's what you got to do. You don't want that kid hitting the gaps because it's going to be extra base.
Yeah, scooped right up a nice 2-hopper to Sean Bogan.
So that brings up number 7, Paris Mitchell, the first baseman.
It's a strike. 0-1. Hits the outside corner. Frame really seems to have good control, which he did not have that good control against Namath. The swing and a miss. 0-2. Off to a strong start.
Fooled him with that off-speed pitch.
The 0-2 pitch. He works quick, too. That one's outside, I believe. 1-2.
I don't think he's throwing above the thighs yet, has he?
No, and he has, like you meant, he has to keep it down.
He's
Absolutely.
keeping it down really well.
He's done a great job.
That one's to the third baseman. It's going to be a tough play. Andrews couldn't quite get it there when Wiley couldn't quite get the scoop.
That's got to be a base hit.
Yeah, I think he beats that out anyways. That was a tough play. Plus
That's very tough.
I agree.
He fielded with his glove, and this is like you can see. This is plush grass, so.
Yeah, he had
not much of a chance there to get that kid.
No, he had a good bit of a run to get to that ball.
Brings up the manager's son, number 16, second baseman Luke Crouch.
We've had some rain the last few days, so the field might be a little slower than normal.
Yeah. Well, we've got a lot of rain the last few days downstate.
By some rain, I meant 5-6 inches.
Pitch. It's outside.
Outside.
1 out.
Yes.
One out,
ball.
runner on first.
Wells grounded out.
First base runner of the evening, top of the second inning.
Here's Frame's delivery. That's outside as a ball.
Yeah, notice Mitchell on first base. He's got his right foot on the bag, so he's actually facing right field. Not generally the way we teach them, but if it works for you, it works for you.
That's a strike. There's Frame's curveball again. He's doing a nice job with it.
That forces him to bring that foot around to start his progression to second base.
Here's his delivery. 2-strike pitch outside.
It's going to be a walk, so we're going to have 2 runners on.
So first and second, 1 down. First serious threat of the game right here.
This is going to bring up number 12, the left fielder, Carter Brazier, with 1 out.
Oh, we got a shift going on? We're switching right fielder and left fielder here.
Interesting.
So we got
they sent Dan McSorley
Berger
to left field, and Chad Berger goes to right field for the left-hander, Brazier.
Off-speed pitch by Frame.
Looked like he wanted to hold that swing up a little bit, realized he was committed, and went ahead and finished him.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Outside. 1-1.
I stopped by catcher Vinny Offit.
Frame sets, goes. Again, nice off-speed pitch as he fools the batter, making it 1-2. 2 runners on. Frame's delivery. Strike 3. Nice pitch by Zach Frame as he gets the second out of the inning. So it's first and second now with 2 outs.
And we're going to switch the outfielders again. Somebody might want to stop bidding. He was getting ready to rock and roll there. That's going to bring up number 14, Andrew Criswell, the catcher for the Milton All-Stars.
Frame's first pitch to Ryan Andrews. He'll tag the runner
Nice
for
play.
the 3rd out of the inning, and that's the end of the inning with no runs scored. So after an inning and a half, it's 0-0 still.
Scored that as a fielder's choice, 5 unassisted on that play.
Nice play and good pick up there by Andrews.
Although I would have liked to
Made the
see
easy play.
2 hands on that ball making that tag.
But you just I noticed how the grass
That's
really
true.
slowed that ground ball down.
Benny is 100% correct
He
on that
slapped him
one.
with just a glove. He got
He
away with it. A
did.
lot of times that ball
He
will
did.
pop out.
It can pop out, yeah.
This is pretty thick rough here. If you're hitting the
Oh,
iron out of this stuff, it's going to grab your hosel.
I was going to say earlier, they have a crew, a group of retired men involved in Little League, and they come out here, and they used to be called the Coffee Bunch. I don't know what they call them now. But they come out here, and they work on the fields first thing in the morning.
The field's beautiful.
And they go have coffee. Yeah.
It feels beautiful. But, a lot of water, that slows things down a little bit.
18 pitches there, so that's 31 so far.
For Frame, yeah,
Frame.
he's really got his curveball working for him, and as you guys have said, he's kept that ball down, which is yielding to the ground balls, which is yielding outs.
So we do have our scoreboard back up. You might see Brandywine listed as on the bottom as the Brandywine's listed as visitors, but they're the home. But you'll know BW and Milton MIL or whatever's up there.
So I guess the catcher
BLL and MLL.
Catcher must have been
Yeah,
the
Chris
last
was
batter
the last
up.
batter hitting to the fielder's choice.
So we've got a little bit to go here as the pitcher is just throwing it around with the infielders. And there's the catcher comes out so he can warm up.
Coming up, leading off here for Brandywine in the second is going to be number 42, Logan Wiley. He's the first baseman.
Wiley had a heck of a game in the second game against Brandywine, where I believe he had a 3-run homer, or 2-run homer, and a double. 2-run homer and a double, I believe he had. We picked him. He was our player of the game, 302 player of the game. Very strong at the plate and has good power.
So here we go, bottom of the second. Hitchcock on the mound. We have a 0-0 score. Brandywine coming to the plate for their second at bat, and it's going to bring up the lefty, Logan Wiley, number 42.
He looks down at his third base coach. He gets his sign. He steps in. Hitchcock's delivery.
Ooh,
Nice dropping curveball. Goes right into the zone. Fools Wiley. It's 0-1.
Tell you what, if Wiley was looking curveball, he could have hit that a long, long way. Because it did hang a little bit, but his knees buckled. He was completely fooled.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's outside.
As a coach, I was never one to want my guys to swing in a first pitch curveball. Pick your best pitch. Hope your best pitch is coming. We get all those pitches left.
But Wiley was not swinging at that, but had he been looking curveball, he could have hit it a long way.
He was stepping. I wouldn't throw him a curveball next time out to start.
That's another curveball. Goes in the dirt, though. Calls down. No swing.
I think the umpire's looking for help. No?
He said he finally
finally
gives him the safe sign. So it's 2-1. So Wiley is ahead of Hitchcock right now. 2-1 pitch. Fouled away off over the railroad tracks.
Over the tracks.
Makes it 2-2.
That ball is gone. It's in a bean field.
It's on the wrong side of the tracks.
Right. Lord knows what's in that bean field, what kind of critters are out there. So
2-2 pitch.
Somebody's looking. And strikes him out.
Boy, that's a nice pitch there by Hitchcock. A little off speed. Really fooled Logan Wiley, and he goes down for a third strike.
His first strikeout of the night for Timmy Hitchcock.
Wiley tried to slow that bat up coming through, but
yeah, he was thinking fastball the whole way.
Yeah, he tried to drag it through, but that brings up number 11, Colton Callowing. This kid was down. I was talking about how loose Brandywine was. This kid told me twice I spelled his name wrong. I was spelling his name wrong.
Oh, that's pretty hard to hit.
High.
I don't think it has enough, though. It's going right to the left fielder. He pulls it in. Carter Brezier. Left field brings it in.
So maybe that may be his shot.
Two down.
First mistake pitch of the game, and he gets away with it. It's hit high in the air. He's also been keeping that ball down. That's going to bring up number 3, Ryan Andrews, third baseman. You said is a player to watch out for. He's a little guy.
He is a little guy, but he had some pop the other night. That's a strike. Yeah, he popped a 2-run homer and also a double, I believe, against Namens.
We see Malachi Wells is right in front of us. He's respecting the hitting abilities of Andrews.
And the off-speed pitch gets him. He's 0-2, way ahead now. Went with the first pitch fastball, and then he goes with the off-speed. His 0-2 pitch.
It's going to drop in.
It looks like a blooper, and it's in. He bloops it in. Nice hitting there by Ryan Andrews as he able to get a piece of it, knock it into right field.
It was a great job staying with the pitch on the outside corner. Didn't 2-strike swing, puts it in right field. They got a runner on base with 2 outs. And it brings up number 5, Daniel McSorley, the right fielder. And coach wants to talk a little bit here with 2 outs. It's the manager, Dan Bidding.
So McSorley is going to step to the plate here. Runner on first, 2 outs. Timmy Hitchcock on the mound. His delivery.
Ooh, steps out on that one.
And we have a steal. Yeah, he chased it. He probably maybe told him to swing anyway because they knew they had the steal on.
Cover swing, yeah.
So it's 0-1 with a runner on second, 2 outs. Base hit could bring in the first run. McSorley steps out.
So 2 of the littler guys on the field right now looking to do some damage. We have no score in this game with 2 outs in the bottom of the second.
Hitchcock's pitch.
Right
That's
down
a
the
strike right down the middle. Very nice. 1-1. That's a nice pop. You can really hear it when it hit that catcher's mitt. 1-1 pitch. That was off speed as well. Now it's 1-2. He's doing a great job of keeping the hitters off balance.
And keeping it down. He had the 1 fly ball. The 1 pitch he kept up. And he got away with that one. Everything else has been down the thighs.
Here's Hitchcock's pitch. He fooled him again. Swing and a miss. He's got to go to first. Makes the play, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. So after 2 innings of play, it's Brandywine 0 and Milton 0. And we'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley, to cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Welcome back, folks. W.B. Atkins Memorial Field here in Millsboro, Delaware, Sussex County. One of the interesting things, Delaware's a small state and all, Pat and Mike, but we got a little bit of suburban Wilmington against, we don't have a city down here, so everything's, rural against the little town of Milton. So, even though we're not a big state, we still get different types of, socioeconomical and backgrounds of these kids. And, Brandywine, the north part of the state, almost on the border, and right outside Wilmington. And Milton, kind of the beach kids here down in the Cape and Local School District. So you get a little bit of that, different cultures. And but the game of baseball, it's all the same.
You mentioned Brandywine several years ago incorporated what would have been the league I played in, Claymont Little League. So they do have the northern end of the state and the Brandywine 100 area, and then it borders Naaman's Little League. So they do have quite a bit of population up there.
And I see Wilmington has brought a Little League back. The old Wilmington Optimists.
Wilmington Optimists. Yeah. Remember those guys? Played
first ever state champions in Delaware.
In 2003, I believe, was it Naaman's that went pretty far in the tournament? Do you remember?
They went to the Little League World Series, didn't they?
Yes, they went to the Little League World Series.
So the winner of this tournament ends up in Bristol, Connecticut, I believe, right? The home of ESPN.
Leading off, number 21, right fielder, Justin Marsh.
That's a ball, too.
Yes, Naaman's, I believe, was the first.
Back to Wilmington Optimists, the first ever state champions in Delaware Little League history.
I was looking at that list the other day just to do some research. I mentioned to you, Benny, before the game, in my Little League days, the champion was Nanticoke. Every year was Nanticoke.
Oh, yeah, back in
with Delano DeShields playing for them.
Talking that 70, 80s
1-1.
Yeah.
Wow,
ripped. That right field line.
It's going to make a play first. Oh, just missed it.
Just missed him, but a very nice play.
That right fielder is Dan McSorley, and he nearly got him.
Got it on one hop. He got it over to first real quick, but
Pat, he did not hesitate.
He was not running that ball out.
He got that ball.
Throw the guy out from right field.
McSorley picked it up on the run, and he did not hesitate. Fired right to first base and just missed him.
So that's the second hit of the game for Milton. That's going to bring up the leadoff batter back to the top of the order, number 9, Owen Damager. He's the second baseman.
You get that leadoff hitter on, that opens up some things.
It's a pitch.
Nice pitch.
Doesn't get it.
I'm sorry, Owen Damager's the shortstop.
1-0. That was the curve also, but he just missed. Frame winds. He delivers. And it's in the hole, into left field, so it's going to be first and second with nobody out. As Milton starting to get the rally going here.
And we are surrounded by the Milton faithful here. They all backed up the pickups, and they're here for some baseball.
Oh, yeah. They like what they've seen so far.
Not far to travel for the Milton folks.
Hitchcock, the pitcher now at the bat. No outs, first and second.
Frame's got his work cut out for him. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. He hits it on the outside corner. Yeah, he could really use a strikeout here. With nobody out, runners on first and second. His second pitch, fly ball.
Oh, that might be an infield fly.
Infield fly. It is called.
We got one down. Sean Bogan pulls it in.
Going to bring up the third baseman, number 11, Gage Joseph.
That's a good play there for Frame as he's able to get that short fly ball so that runners stay where they are. First pitch is over, strike one. Frame did a good job last week of battling back when he had runners in scoring position or runners on base. Here's the wind. And it's fouled back, so he's got him 0-2.
A little late on swing. That was a fastball up and away, and he gets them to foul it off, so he's 0-2. One out here, men on first and second for Milton, the defending state champions. Went to the finals of the Mid-Atlantic Regional last year.
0-2 pitch.
Ooh, just got a piece.
Just got a piece of it, and the catcher couldn't hold on. So still 0-2 with runners on first and second. One out. Here in the top of the third. Here's Frame's pitch. That's a little dribble. That's going to be trouble.
That's a foul ball.
And it rolls foul, luckily for Brandywine.
Yeah, that was about their only option on that play was to hope it went foul. Otherwise, his base is loaded with Wells coming up. He's on deck batter. Joseph right now, 1 out, men on first and second.
2-strike pitch.
Yep.
No
Time
timeout.
call.
Doesn't count. I believe it's still 0-2.
I believe so.
0-2 pitch. 1 out.
Yeah, he got the
nice little
strikeout.
curve.
Again, framed with a very decisive
2 outs. So
strikeout.
they're not
Very
out of the
cool.
water yet because here he is, Malachi
Yeah.
Wells. Hit a hard ground ball last time. This kid's an athlete. We've seen him right in front of center field. Big body, great speed. Let's see what he does here with 2 outs, first and second. Great matchup here.
Here's Frame's delivery. His pitch. Outside. Ball's behind 1-0. The delivery. Again with a curveball. Looks like he's staying away from.
Saw Wells picking that front foot up, looking for something sweet to hit. He's ready to rock and roll on that one. So it's up 2-0.
On deck hitter Paris Mitchell
That's
singled.
a long
That's out of
fly
here.
ball.
That's
and
out.
It is
3-run
gone, ladies and gentlemen. 3-run homer. So
What I was
now-
going to say was the batters coming up. Paris Mitchell singled his last time up. I thought maybe they were going to stay away from Wells, but they had a hitter who had gotten on base last time, and Wells turned that all into a
Well, he
good
lives
point.
up to the nickname I gave him, the Broadkill Basher.
Yeah, that ball was
Malachi.
You
out
called
by
that
plenty.
one, Benny. You said he could be trouble, and sure enough, it's 3-0 now, with Milton in the lead over Brandywine. Still just 1 out. Oh no, there's 2 outs.
That's
outs.
gone.
This is
That's
another
way,
drive.
way outta
It is
here.
Way out of here, ladies. and
off a
gentlemen.
car.
Back-to-back homers.
Sounded like it hit a car. Well, I mentioned Paris Mitchell had a single his first time up, and now he's halfway to the cycle with the home run.
Making it
The
4-0.
Milton teammates are
Milton.
there.
And that's we talked about frames control early. Last 2 pitches have been up waist high, a little bit above the waist, and this is what Milton can do to you. They keep it, they lower you to sleep, and they start blasting the ball. 2 back-to-back home runs,
So-
and Milton's up 4-0.
Milton in the driver's seat with just needing the 1 win tonight. Brandywine now facing an uphill climb, to say the least.
At 4-0 here in the top of the third.
And up to bat, Luke Crouch, second baseman, number 16.
But there was a pair, no doubt about it, on those 2 home runs.
Swing and a miss there on the first pitch. Makes it 0-1, 2 outs. Yeah, Mike, man, as soon as you knew it, right off the bat.
Paris Mitchell, Benny's long-lost nephew, crushed that thing.
Actually, no relation.
Nah.
Although I know
There's
the
a
family.
bouncer in front of the plate.
Nice play.
Frame turns, makes the play to Wiley, and that's the end of the inning. Finally, but not before, Brandywine comes up with 4 runs to lead 4-0 after 2.5 innings of play. Yeah, great play at bats there that time there by Milton.
Actually, no relation, but do know the family.
Yeah.
Mitchell in Sussex County is like Smith anywhere else in the country. It's a big name down here. So 4 runs on, I believe, 3 hits.
4 hits,
4 hits for Milton.
2 singles,
That's correct.
and a pair of jacks.
Back-to-back homers.
Well, Wells must have heard that we were going to have a player of the game. He came up with 2 outs and then on, and
We also like
I want a little bit of that.
We also like that play he made, the first play of the game, actually,
Right.
on the line drive. So now Hitchcock feels even though the breeze is coming out a little bit towards us, it seems like he's got a breeze at his back right now with a 4-0 lead.
And that runs that inning there runs him up to a pitch count of 52 here in the 3rd inning. So we'll be watching that too, folks. We are at W.B. Atkins Memorial Park in Millsboro, Delaware, home of the Millsboro Little League, District 3 here in Sussex County, Delaware. I'm Benny Mitchell, with me Pat O'Donnell and Mike Lang. I want to thank Jennifer Rowe tonight, the tournament director. Got here early, helped me set up, found me some electric, and gave me a hot dog. So
I can't beat that.
Gotta say thank you to Jennifer. And,
Yeah, we talked with her before the game, and she basically said anything you need, let us know.
Got it, absolutely.
I think it's in Bergia. Chad in Bergia is going to be stepping to the plate. Brandywine trying to get something going as they trail 4-0.
Chad, like myself, I believe, is a Claymont guy.
Clay Monster.
A Clay Monster. You got that right.
He lays down a bunt, but
just not foul ball.
It's a foul ball. Catcher got out of there real nice. I thought
He just did not pick it up cleanly, so that's a fortunate foul ball for Milton, because that would have been a runner on base.
And Brandywine's going to need quite a few of those. They're going to be able to come back here against this strong Milton team who we were told last year went to the Mid-Atlantic Championships.
Yes,
There's a pitch right there. It's a curveball right over for a strike. So he's behind 0-2. Hitchcock's pitch.
Ooh, was close.
Just missed a little high. See the umpire say a little bit high, so you got a 1-2 count now to Chad and Bergia. Timmy Hitchcock winds. He delivers. It's a bouncer.
Tough
The
play.
second
Side of
baseman,
the
tough
base.
play. He's not going to beat it out, so going to have Chad and Bergia beats out a single, infield single right there.
Just got to text my wife watching at home to make sure I knew that's one of her. That Mitchell is one of her workmates at Rehoboth Elementary School.
How about that?
Oh,
Carrie
how about
Mitchell,
that?
second grade teacher at Rehoboth Elementary.
She didn't tell you to stop and get some groceries on the way home, did
I
she?
got to go to work after this. Oh, nice pitch. Jams him. We're going to have double
Chance
play
for
here.
a double.
Is he on the bag? It's second.
Go
There's no call made, and there it is. A late call at second base.
It was late, but he gave it to him. He gave him the sweep around. You're right, Mike. And it's a nice double play there by Milton. Now there's 2 down.
So call a 1-6-3 on that one.
1-6-3 is correct. First double play of the game. 2 outs. And that's how you stop a rally.
That umpire waited for several seconds
Yeah,
before he gave the out call.
Wasn't real
That
sure
was
what he
Hoffman
waiting
who
on.
hit it into that double play.
So now we come back to the top of the order with Bogan.
Strike one as he fools Bogan the outside. Hitchcock ahead, 0-1. Now with 2 outs here in the inning. Hitchcock's pitch. Fouled away, 0-2.
The last couple of Brandywine batters are starting to look impatient. I think that's the key. When you're down 4-0, it's only the 3rd inning. I mean, little bites of the apple. Don't try to get them all back right now. And hopefully the Brandywine coaches will bring them together and
I believe the double play was the first pitch, wasn't it?
the first pitch. Yeah.
First pitch, so they didn't really.
They've that was the first pitch, and the next 2 pitches are swinging at curveballs.
You got 0-2 now. It's just they had just got there, got that base runner, and then
Right.
he was gone before you knew it.
Exactly.
So Hitchcock's got to feel good now. He's 0-2, trying to breeze through this inning. Here's the pitch. That's hit
Out to
pretty
right
well
field.
to right field. Nice
Nice play.
catch. Right there in the webbing.
And Joey Bogan just can't buy a hit tonight. 2 line drive outs.
Justin
Justin
Marsh.
Marsh.
Justin Marsh pulls it in. Very nice play from Justin Marsh.
But after we go to this commercial, we'll probably start seeing some substitutions, and maybe we'll get some of this inning. So we're going to cut right now to a commercial, folks. We'll be back with inning number 4 with Milton ahead.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com. Remember, you can always order online to take home our world-famous wings. It's your couch, our wings.
And you're back. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching 302 Sports presents the Little League Championship here in Delaware between Brandywine and Milton. Right now, Milton with a 4-0 lead here in the top of the 4th, and looking to add to that 4-0 run right now. That 4 lead. Zach Frame still on the mound. Gave up 4 runs last inning.
So we have Nate Martin in left field. Not sure if where that's going to be in the lineup. We'll see as they come back around. So coming off the bench, Martin now coming in for Brandywine as he stands front here in left field. Milton striking in the 3rd, 4 runs. Off home, back-to-back home runs, 3-run homer by Malachi Wells, followed by a solo first pitch shot by Paris Mitchell, the first baseman, and we're 4-0 heading into the top of the 4th inning.
And Brandywine unable to answer in the bottom of the inning.
And looks like we have a substitute here. This is number 26, Tyler Jacona, batting for Brazier. And that's what we start to see as we get in the middle to the late of the game. We're going to start seeing some substitutions here. And
Well, everybody needs to get at least one at bat, right?
one at bat, correct?
Zach Frame winds. He delivers.
Do they have to play 2 innings in the field? Is that the rule?
Yeah, it
I
depends
can't
on
keep
the
track.
number
They
of your
changed the
roster.
rules.
Yeah, and it depends on your roster number. And
I thought maybe for All-Stars they changed some of those.
Strike two.
Get a pitch outside. I thought that was a little low and out, but he's going to call it, and we're 0-2.
Frame's 0-2 pitch.
Whew.
Strike three.
That was a
Strike
nice
three, looking.
curveball.
Well, Frame would need to, it'd be nice for him to get a nice quick inning and get his team off the field so they can get back in there and try to chip away at this lead. The last thing he needs is to give up any more runs.
4 strikeouts now for Zach Frame.
That's going to bring up the catcher, number 14, Andrew Criswell, with 1 out here in the top of the 4th.
Criswell hitting a fielder's choice his last time up.
Frame winds, he delivers. And it's a swing and a miss. 0-1. Frame again, doesn't waste any time. Got some on the
Wow.
outside corner. Gets it on the outside corner, make it 0-2.
He's to widen that strike zone a little bit.
Big groan out of the Milford
Yeah,
faithful
we can
around us.
hear it.
There was a big groan out here.
0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Means 0-2. Yeah, Frame has a way of finding that outside corner. Is the 0-2 pitch.
There it is again.
That's the curveball that goes right in. Perfect pitch, strike three.
Second strikeout looking here in this inning.
So you got 2 down. Like I say, it'd be nice for Zach Frame to get a quick inning so his team can get in there and get him some runs.
This brings up number 21, Justin Marsh.
Marsh, who just made that nice play in right field. That ball's high and outside. 1-0. Frame
4-0.
right back at it. But outside, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. 3-0. So looking to get their first base runner of the inning is Milton, the 3-0 count. Zach Frame's going to try to battle back. His delivery.
So we have 4 ball
Ball
one.
4. So he walks him on 4 pitches. So once again, Milton with a base runner.
And top of the order coming up, number 9, Owen Damager.
Damager 1 for 2. Singles last time up. Struck out in the first inning.
The runner on first, Zach Frame on the mound. Here's his delivery. Outside. Seems to be losing that one outside. At least he did to the last batter and this first pitch right here. So he's 1-0. Frame's pitch. Got him to go. 1-1. Little check swing there. Had him pulled a little bit.
That's your third baseman.
He's
Number
in on
3,
the
Andrews,
grass.
playing
He's
up
in.
the grass with 2 outs.
Andrews. Maybe afraid he's going to lay one down. Try to beat it out.
Right.
So it's 2-1.
Well, he's the one hit the dribbler, wasn't he, in the beginning?
That's hit real well. It's back to the
And
fence.
it's over the fence. It's out of here.
Gone.
Home run. 2-run homer
Another home run
for Owen Damager, and that makes it 6-0, Pat. Just cleared the
6-0.
fence. That was 2 inches over the fence, unlike the first 2 home runs.
It was close.
There.
It was close. I knew it was going to be close.
Milton
but
has brought out the whipping sticks tonight.
any way you look at it, as Harry would say, it's out of here.
It's called a wall scraper, but they count it. 6-0, Milton.
I know you two probably didn't see that one, but
No, I can see it. I saw
oh, you
it,
did
yeah.
see it. You probably saw
I
it when it
thought
got
was
over the
gonna be
fence.
close, as
It
I
was very
looking.
close.
And these are higher fences than we had the other night at down in Wilmington. At Newcastle. The fences were probably, I'd say, about a foot shorter.
Interestingly, this is where Milton has played their entire tournament, as the District 3 championships were. Maybe game 1 they may have played over in Lower Sussex, not sure, but the championship games, most of the games were held here, semifinals on, were held here at the Millsboro.
A very nice nice complex.
So they feel at home here, as we've noticed,
Yeah,
with a
really.
6-0 lead. Brandywine hasn't been able to deliver from the plate. Here's Zach Frame's pitch. It's outside. As I say, he seems to be losing that one to the outside right now, 1-0.
So 2 runs scored tonight for Justin Marsh and Owen Damager.
Here's
For
Frame's
Milton.
1-0 pitch.
That's right at
That is
us.
right at us, and it's another home run, ladies and gentlemen.
You know,
Outta
somehow,
here.
Pat, that landed between 4 cars. It missed every single one of them.
Right.
Milton, for some reason, thinks this is home run derby tonight.
That's about a 10 feet to our left.
Directly over our heads.
Well, I'll tell you, when Milton hits a home run, watch that next batter, because that's 2 back-to-back home runs there in this game.
Benny's car is his truck is safe.
Yeah, I'm good.
You know, it landed back to the left of us here, so that was a shot.
Yeah, I parked my car way over there just for that reason.
Well, I watched those games on 302 Sports from Newcastle Little League, and I saw those balls flying out of there, so that's probably a smart move.
So 7-0 now. Milton.
Gage Joseph, the batter.
And again, losing it to the outside of the plate is Frame.
That's a shame, Pat, because he had struck out the first 2 batters of the inning looking and kind of lost his command a little bit and had to bring the pitches in, had to bring strikes in, and Milton's not missing.
I'm sorry if I jinxed him on the one in that short inning.
Oh,
There's
you're off.
Another one outside.
You're off his
2-0.
Christmas card list, that's for sure. But can't let Zach Frame. Can't get down. He's got a job to do and get out of the inning here.
There's
And
a strike.
you know,
2-1. Well, it is very tough on this.
it's not easy to get here. You know, you got to
Right.
get through a lot of obstacles to get this far. And
Right.
Zach Frame's got nothing to be ashamed about.
District 2 is such a big district, too.
There's the pitch. Down the third base line.
Did they play like
Foul ball.
7 games to get here?
That's basically everything above the canal.
That's
Right.
what I'm saying is that it really shows the depth of these teams.
Right.
You know, they really this tournament, the double elimination. You have to have strategy on who you're going to pitch,
Right.
which game. You know, do you pitch your 1, your 2, your 3, your 4? But everybody needs to contribute. Right now, it's 7-0. With Milton in the lead over Brandywine. Zach Frame's pitch, another one outside.
Full count.
Do not see anybody warming up.
There's 3 balls. Frame's pitch. Another foul ball. I think it's full count. 3-2.
It is full count, yes.
Frame wants to end this thing, and Brandywine needs to get in and get some runs. Here in the top of the 4th, 7-0.
Some impressive hitting tonight for
For
Milton.
And hitting a bunches. I mean, all their runs are coming off home runs and back-to-back at that.
Ball's outside. Ball 4. We got another base runner for Milton.
Brandywine did most of their warm-up down there by the Senior League field, so I didn't see if they warmed up a second pitcher earlier or not. They're not warming up anybody right now, so I'm assuming if there's a pitching change, it's going to be coming from the field.
Yeah, it was Ryan Andrews was who we saw come in last time.
Say Bidding is not eligible tonight, or is just not pitching tonight.
I
Not sure.
don't know how many innings he pitched or how many pitches he threw.
He's
He's
ineligible.
ineligible.
Okay.
That would be the shortstop, number 23, Danny Bidding.
Pitched against
Ineligible to pitch.
MOT last night to get
Another
them
ball,
here.
lost it outside. This time it's going to cost him a runner as the scampers down to second base.
Number
Gage
11,
Joseph.
Gage Joseph. And Wells already has 1 home run on the night.
And another man in scoring position for Milton. Zach Frame delivers. That ball's outside.
Leave it out there. Hey, I'm letting this kid swing 3-0 with a 7-0 lead. This kid can hit. He can run.
They got 7 runs. You mentioned that, yeah. There's no harm really in.
Well, he could get a good pitch. Here's the pitch.
He did,
Yeah,
but he
I
took.
think they did have a hold on. I think they did have.
Don't pitch around him because you got Paris Mitchell coming up next who has a home run in this game. So
3-1 count now to Wells. The pitch. All four. So now you got first and second.
And up comes number 7, Paris Mitchell, the first baseman.
And he hit a no doubt.
Oh, yeah, he hit a
about
bomb. The ball was 250 easy as it went over.
I think the ball landed in Milton.
Now, if he were to hit a 3-run
this
homer,
is,
that would make it 10-0.
Yeah, I think.
Correct?
I think this is going to be it for Zach Frame. Now, is there a 10-run rule?
Yes.
Okay, 4 innings or 5?
It'll be 4, but Brandywine is the home team.
So they get the bat anyway.
They would get the bat, yeah, and that would.
We're still 3 runs from that.
We're still 3 runs away. I know.
So left fielder is coming in for. They made a change, number 2. We're going to take a break, guys. We'll be back right after this. The State Little League Championship here on
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
All right, welcome back. Sorry, Pat. Welcome back to Milton Little League. While we have a second here, Pat, obviously Benny and Mitchell and Pat O'Donnell, Mike Lang, we have the other members of the 302 Sports crew on hand. Jason Winchell is producing tonight, and Leonard Evans overseeing everything, and he's your cameraman, bringing you all the pictures, though. We'd like to thank, we don't want to forget the off-camera guys tonight, the off-air guys, Jason and Len, doing a great job, and it's a nice night down here in Millsboro, and maybe not a nice night so much for Brandywine yet.
Well, Ryan Andrews will now be on the mound. Third baseman comes to the mound, and we saw him pitch a little bit the other night against Namens. He did a nice job closing out the game that they won 8-6.
We're being informed of 77 pitches thrown for Zach Frame for Brandywine.
Yeah, that was a 25-pitch inning. That was a rough inning for him.
Yeah, I think he lost a little bit of control. Once you lose control, that means that you're trying to zero that ball in over the plate, and that's when you can become very dangerous for you as far as the hitters.
So,
and I think
I was talking just amongst the Milton folks earlier. And how big is Brandywine Little League number-wise, approximately?
400 kids, maybe.
400 kids, so. Milton around the 200-ish, a little over 200. So
like I said, Brandywine covers a large geographic
Right.
area.
Well, just in the Cape and Lebanon School District, only have 3 little leagues.
Namens and Brandywine overlap a little bit as far as getting kids, and they're right on the Pennsylvania state line. Those kids, I believe, probably cannot play in Delaware. They have to play for Pennsylvania. To pay for Pennsylvania for Lower Chichester or somebody up there.
So with Andrews coming to the mound, that's going to bring up. Number 7, Paris Mitchell, has a home run in this game. Men on first and second, 2 outs.
Andrews, he delivers. And it's a fly ball.
Trouble.
Nice catch.
Excellent catch.
The new left fielder.
By Callowing. Right?
Yes, Calloway, number 11.
Moved from
Colton
center field to left.
Callowing with a, as we like to say, shoestring catch, but it was diving. So he dove it. Was able to get that.
Saved at least 1 run on that.
And that's the last thing they could afford to do is give up any more runs. So 7-0 after 3.5 innings of play. Brandywine coming up here in the bottom of the inning. They have not been able to get to Hitchcock. Hitchcock has been very, very strong. Hasn't been in trouble. Well, I think he was in trouble for 5 seconds when he put that one man on, and then next pitch was double play. So he's been in total control of this game, as is Milton, total control. They got to feel good about themselves right now.
Milton looking to win their second ever state championship here in Little League Baseball. Brandywine, Matter of fact, tied with the most state championships in Delaware history. With who they tied with? Take a wild guess. Don't look at my answers.
I would. Well, I would have said Nanticoke.
It is Nanticoke.
It is Nanticoke.
Both of them have won 7 state titles.
Brandywine had some really, really good teams in the 80s.
Right.
Some very good teams. Some guys I played with in CYO ball. I played against some of those guys in those Brandywine teams.
MOT follows them. They have 6 state titles in Little League history, and then tied for 3rd, Newark National and Newark American. I remember when I was growing up in Newark, I played in Newark American. It was a huge league back then, like 16 major league teams.
Wow.
And now, I look and think about like 4 or 5. Of course, that was before Canal Little League had built back in. It was back in the 70s. So here we go in the bottom of the 4th, leading off number 23.
I think it might be Wiley.
No, this is bidding.
Is this bidding?
Bidding.
He's a switch hitter?
I think he batted left hand the first time.
This is. We're in a lineup party. I thought we were frame spot.
I think
Oh, yeah, it's frame. No.
Logan Wiley? No.
Here we go. Oh, it is frame. Yeah, it's frame.
Oh, it's
Yes,
Frame.
it is Frame.
Okay, but second batter. Zach Frame. Ball's outside.
Sometimes the substitutions in Little Leagues, the way
Yeah.
they go, it's hard to keep track. It's like the Major League All-Star game.
Hitchcock's pitch. Ball outside.
3-0.
That's what Brandywine needs. They need to get more pitches on
like-
Hitchcock and to get some base runners.
Hitchcock telling his catcher to set up a little more outside.
That ball's bounced down the left field line, but it's foul ball. 3-0 green light, yes. Down 7-0. So 3-1 pitch now to Zach Frame. Hitchcock's delivery. Fouled away. 3-2.
Hitchcock just one batter over the minimum so far in this game. That double play helped him out with that.
Yes.
Payoff pitch.
Outside.
Outside ball. No, so that was ball 3, excuse me. So now it's full count.
Lights on here at Millsboro. Right field is the Sun Field.
The pitch. Hit hard. The second baseman over to first. Easy out for the first out of the inning.
Zach Kraft's on the play there at second base. Sucks it right into his belly. And Luke Kraft, I'm sorry. Zach's the father and manager.
So one down as Brandywine can't get their first runner on again.
We
Second
talked about
time.
the managers. Let's give some credit to the shout out to the coaches that helped them. Milton, Trey Isaacs, assistant coach, and Brad Brazier. And for Brandywine, coaches Derek Smith and John Imbrugia helping out Dan Bidding. One out here in the bottom of the 4th.
Dan Bidding Jr. is at the plate. Ball is low. 1-0. Timeout called. Wants to talk actually to the umpire.
Not sure what this is about.
An out followed by a ball, and we have a conversation. And I guess we'll never know. So.
Yeah, that was the Milton coach asking the umpire a question or two. So we got a 1-0 count here to Dan Bidding. Just trying to get something started for Brandywine. We've seen their bats before. We've seen them light up. So
Ooh.
he fouls that one away.
1-1 to Bidding.
The 1-1 pitch from Hitchcock to Bidding.
Nice curve
Nice
ball.
curveball, fooled him as he stood there and makes it 1-2 as he hits that inside corner. The 1-2 pitch, Hitchcock right back at it. Bidding staring down the pitch. Here it is, outside, 2-2. Hitchcock, 2-2. His pitch. Fouled away again. 2-2 still.
Off the hands there and puts down the first base side.
He's really been masterful so far on the mound. Timmy's pitch.
Just a piece of that.
Got a piece of it. The catcher didn't hold on, so it remains 2-2. Hitchcock's delivery. Strike 3. He puts him down. Another nice pitch there by Hitchcock. I think he took a little bit off of that one. Looked like a curveball, full bidding.
Good job by the catcher, Criswell, to pick that one out of the dirt.
He almost had the one before it. He almost had the one that fouled tip.
Yeah, that one was fouled off. This one not fouled off, but it was right in the dirt.
This is Wiley.
This is Logan Wiley.
Hitchcock is just keeping that ball nice and low. Very few mistakes tonight from him.
Very, very few, Mike. He has really pitched a masterful game so far. That one was outside.
Bogan's hit him hard twice, but he's had his outfielders to there for him, letting him hit, or letting him field rather.
He fooled him big time on that one. 1-1. We got a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. He
Off the
hit
toe.
him. So they got a base runner
Yeah,
right there.
Going to leave a mark.
2 outs. They got a runner on board here in the bottom of the 4th. Up comes number 11, Colton Callowing, the center or now left fielder.
Callowing made that great play to end the inning to save at least one run. So if he can get something started here, maybe Brandywine can breathe some life into this game.
Late timeout.
Yeah, it came from the dugout, looks like. As he wants to go out and talk to his pitcher.
They're going to sit there and talk about it.
I used to tell my pitchers that once you start that wind up, you get time out, you finish that pitch. That's how you get hurt. You know, you stop.
If you throw the ball, if you throw the ball 20
Right,
feet up the
right.
screen, just throw the pitch.
Finish the pitch and don't hurt yourself. But that time I came out of the dugout as he wanted to talk to his pitcher and his infield. As we're 7-0 here in the bottom of the 4th, 2 outs, man on first for Brandywine and Callowing up the bat.
I don't know how many pitches Hitchcock has thrown. Do we know that?
He's in the 40-50 range right now.
40 or 50 range.
Very
he's got
efficient.
Plenty of pitches left.
Yeah, the max is 85.
Yeah, long way to go.
34 after 3 innings.
Yeah, he's nowhere near that.
Here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
When do we know when the regionals start?
I'm not sure.
He'll probably have enough days off where he resets, I imagine, after the state tournament.
Hitchcock's pitch.
Oh, nice pitch. And jams him. Bounce off 1-2.
Callowing way out ahead of that one.
So the regionals include Pennsylvania,
New York, Maryland, D.C.
I think I mentioned earlier they go to Bristol. That would be the round afterwards. The next round is in Maryland.
Fooled him big time.
No, they go right to Bristol.
Oh, is it Bristol?
Bristol to
Oh, okay.
correct.
Well, you could hope they go to Williamsport. That would be very nice to see them in Williamsport.
I think we have, one Delaware team be there, and that was that Namath team. And
Strike
swing and a miss.
3.
Wow,
That's
nice.
it. So at the end of 4 innings of play, it is Milton 7 and Brandywine 0, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching the Little League Championship of Delaware right here. Tonight, we are down here in Milton. And Milton is winning right now 7-0 over Brandywine. The name of this complex again?
W.B. Atkins Memorial Park here in Millsboro, Delaware.
Millsboro,
Beautiful.
Delaware. Not too far from Milton. What are we about?
10 minutes, if that.
10 minutes, not far.
Yeah,
As they say in Sussex County, down the road a piece.
they are feeling very well.
Going to Seaford,
at home
down the road a
tonight.
piece.
That's the other way, yeah.
Georgetown?
Yeah. 51 pitches, by the way, we talked about for Hitchcock. So he's kept his pitch count down as well as his pitches. He's done a great job here for Milton Little League.
You know, it's really cool about watching these Little League games is, you know, in 2-3 years, when you're out watching the high school games, either as a kid you're going to be seeing,
Right.
and you can say, man, I knew this. I watch these guys. There's Malachi Wells when he's playing for Cape Henlopen or
Right.
Sussex Tech or somebody. You really see these kids grow, and it's kind of cool to watch.
So we have Crouch
Crouch.
up in the order.
Luke Crouch is
Think
at the
some-
plate now.
Some big hitters coming for some of these schools down here.
There's a strike from Andrews. 0-1. Andrews' second pitch. That's high. 1-1.
I don't know what he intended to do with that pitch, but he took a big step down the third baseline on that high pitch. Look, he was ready to jack one over the fence.
Yeah, it was about eye high though. So
Right.
Here's the 1-1 pitch.
there's another.
Oh,
one.
there's
That's
a shot
way out here.
Exactly
Come on.
called by Benny.
Line
Benny
drive.
Mitchell with the call on that one. As he said, it looks like he's ready to jack it down the left field line. And that's exactly what Luke Crouch did
That's the
for the fourth home run.
fifth home
Fifth
run
home
tonight
run
for Milton.
Milton tonight as they
Wow.
now lead 8-0 on that solo jack.
That was a line
which
drive.
was-
Hit the screen of the
Yes,
little
it did.
field over here.
Malachi Wells is going to have to share the name Broadkill Basher tonight because they're all bashing the ball right
Unbelievable.
now. My goodness.
That
He
was a Benny
smoked
call
that
though,
one.
right there. You
I-
had
you
it
know,
right.
I
you had
saw
it
him
right
drag
there.
that foot, and he looked at that pitch in his eyes.
Well, it was another high pitch,
Yeah.
and he didn't miss it.
He knew where he wanted to go with it.
He got exactly what he wanted.
I wish I could hit my golf shots like that,
Wow.
right where I wanted them. And they're just a timeout here. I thought maybe they were appealing something.
I think they're bringing in a pinch hitter.
Oh, okay.
Unless this is Jacona. Has Jacona batted yet?
Oh, he ends up throwing it
I got it.
into
Yeah,
it's
we're
number
center
37.
field.
Some number 37, Jason White coming in, and Jacona's spot.
8-0, so it's not looking good for Brandywine right now. They haven't been able to mount any offense, and Milton has just been dominating with the long ball. 5 home runs. Wow.
Got the hitting sticks out. Well, I mentioned I talked to these kids before the game for a few minutes, and they weren't nervous, and for
Nah.
good reason,
Well,
apparently.
Their manager was, and it didn't it didn't wear off on them, which is good. So here we go, 37, Jason White.
First pitch is a strike by Andrews.
Looks like this is going to be the community spot here in the lineup for Milton. As this is the third person to bat.
It is the third person in this spot. You're correct. The 7 hole. The 7th spot in the lineup for.
Guess the
Nope.
manager has some kind of a strategy
Yeah.
behind that. That's where he likes to put his pinch hitters in the 7 hole.
Most
That ball's outside.
most teams carry, I believe, 15, if I'm not mistaken,
think they're-
15 players on the roster.
I think Brandywine's carrying 12, but they have an injury.
There's a
Shot up the
bouncer
middle.
up the middle. Bidding's got it, though. He's over to Wiley, and he's out. So we got 1 down. For Brandywine.
1 away.
They're trailing 8-0. They'd like to get off the field as quickly as possible. They only have 2 at-bats left.
And that brings the Brandywine manager, Dan Bidding, out of the dugout. Talk with the home plate umpire. So this past inning has brought a lot of conversation.
And I haven't seen anything. I don't know what they would be talking about to you.
I can't. No.
Yeah, so he's
they're gonna have
explaining something to him. There's this conversation going on, some explaining going on.
This truck's going to get hit before the game's over, I think.
Now he wants to. They're
You guys are going to catch it, right?
he's questioning now. The Milton coach is coming over.
This has to be a lineup something.
Oh, there may have been,
Like
maybe you think.
Out of order or something?
Did Jacona play? Did Jacona bat? I don't think Jacona
I think
batted.
he
Yeah, but
trying to get a ball.
That doesn't help him.
No, but I
that
think it's
call.
not. I don't believe you're allowed to do that. It's
Long-
supposed to be an automatic. It used to be safe automatically if you threw your glove at the ball.
Yeah, but if I'm the Brandywine manager, I'm not arguing that. My guy threw the glove in the air. This must have to do.
I think it's a lineup thing, but you never know.
Yeah, Jacona was in that spot. I don't think he batted. Yeah,
Did
he did
Bra-
bat. He struck out looking, so he batted.
And Brazier batted first,
Maybe
or in
it's
the
a
first
question of
time.
how many outs he played.
So it's a rather long discussion. Not quite sure
Busy.
exactly what they're discussing.
Well, when we resume, it looks like Milton's going to bring in another pinch hitter, number 34, Bryce Dominic.
Batting for Criswell.
Criswell, yeah. Well, we got
Busy time of the year for
Milton
youth
bookkeeper
sports.
is over there at the scorekeeper. Got a lot going on here.
Benny, I believe we have the Little League softball state championship going on as well this week. So it's a busy time for youth sports here in
Right, yeah, absolutely.
in Delaware.
So now the umpire goes back over to the scorekeeper. And now we have a player come back on the field.
That is number 34. And we got Andrews. Is he leaving the game? Nope. Definitely something to do with Ryan Andrews because the coach is talking to him.
Yeah, he is not. I think Callowing is going to go to the.
Number 3, Ryan Andrews, has left the game. He threw his glove and apparently he's ineligible now to pitch. From what I'm hearing to our right.
I've never heard of that before. I've heard of getting bases off that, but I've never heard of having to leave the game.
But the Milton coach did not come out and
No,
complain
it was the
about it.
Brandywine coach that came out. Now, I have to admit, I haven't read a Little League rule book in a long time, but I can't believe it's changed that much. I know that if you throw the glove and hit the ball, there's bases awarded.
This is Chad and Bergen now on the mound. Number 19.
But that it would warrant a
Some extra bases, and that's all.
Usually they get bases on that.
But what would warrant an ejection?
I don't know that he was injected. I don't know if the coach.
Is that him coming out of the dugout
Now
now?
he's coming back out of the dugout.
Maybe he went in to get a different glove.
Well, he's back on the field, so.
Could
All
be
right,
its
so he's not
second.
ejected.
No, it's number 4.
Oh,
That
it's
is
number
not
four.
3.
It's different. That's
How's your scorebook looking?
I gave up. Just keeping tracks of runs, and he's leaving the park.
He's outside
he
He's got his bag. He's been ejected from the game.
I'm going to have to go read the book. I've never seen
That's unfortunate. You know, it was a baseball play. He didn't do it try to show anybody up or anything.
Well, it all started when the Milton manager came out of the dugout. Or, excuse me, the Brandywine manager
Right.
came out of the dugout. Nothing else was said.
He's leaving the. He has to. I get sight and sound. I don't know what
I
the
have
deal
no
is
idea.
here. That's unfortunate.
Maybe he can come over here and tell us what happened.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a good time to ask him.
Yeah, well,
Why don't you go
No,
grab
we're
him,
not going
Benny?
to ask the kid to come over and tell us what happened. It was a joke.
we interviewed him the other night.
Right.
He was our player of the game
Right.
in that 8-0, 8-0 game.
The way he left, he's probably a little too emotional to talk right now. So
That's
Yeah, we
just
wouldn't.
just wrong, unfortunately. Chad and Bergen on the mound will take over for Brandywine. We're in the top of the 5th inning. 8-0. Milton.
Milton delivering with 5 home runs tonight.
well, that was the first home run that wasn't followed by a second home run, by the way. Back to back and then back to back again. So
Well, he's out here in the parking lot.
So for some reason, the man who was pitching, he is now ejected from the game.
Well, I mean, yeah, let the kid sit in the bleachers and watch the game. This is.
They actually
He didn't
made-
argue with an umpire. Maybe he did. Who knows? Maybe he said the magic word. You never know. But
So now we come up pinch hitter number 34, Bryce Dominic for the Milton
So
All-Stars.
we really don't know exactly what's going on, but
Burge's first pitch is a strike. Well, maybe Brandywine can use that as some kind of a spark to turn their team around. Well, that ball's outside, 1-1. And somehow get a rally together against this Milton team that seems too strong tonight.
Milton's let no runs here in the state tournament so far. 4-0 win. They're up 8-0 right now. Nice cut, but it's a strike.
Swing and a miss. 2 strikes on the batter, 1 and 2. Milton unscored upon so far, you said.
And here in the state tournament, they've left some runs
State
in the
tournament.
district, but not many.
That ball's outside, 2 and 2. Virgil winds his pitch. Outside again. Kind of like that leg. Lets it hang a little bit there for a half a second.
Yeah.
Well, I always like the different pitching styles, whether it's Louis Tiant or there's a pitch. Fouls away. He's 3 and 2. Burgess pitch outside, ball 4. So Milton with another base runner. Only 1 out. So Milton conceivably could get those 2 runs there this inning, and then Brandywine would only have 3 outs left.
looks like Justin Marsh was on his way to the plate, but I don't know if he's going to get there, Pat. We are back behind the plate with the coaches and the official scorers, and who knows what's going on.
They're discussing substitution of some sorts.
So over here, Benny.
And now we got a little break.
Apparently he was ejected for throwing his glove in the air, and I was talking to Guy Wilkins, who's big here in District 3 Little League. Matter of fact, Guy Wilkins was the winning pitcher of the 1981 Senior League World Championship. Asked him to come on mic, but he said, no, it's about these guys, not me. So, that's the kind of guy he is. He didn't want to talk about his days. It's somebody else's turn. But anyhow, he said he didn't feel that the kid intentionally threw his glove. He felt like it flicked off.
I didn't even see it, so
he kind of felt like the umpire said something first. That's what brought the manager out of the dugout. So it wasn't.
Another high
That's
fly
going to stay in
ball
the
to
park.
right field.
It's on a warning track, and the catch by number 5 for Brandywine,
Danny McSorley.
Danny McSorley. He was on 1 step onto the warning track.
I tell you what, he played that very well. I got to see that out of my left corner. Went back to the warning track. He found the fence, and then made his play.
We have a pinch runner on first base, by the way,
He didn't panic.
which I think we missed while they were discussing. Number 26, who's had left the game, is
Right.
back in the game as a pinch runner.
That would be Jacona. But yeah, talking to Guy Wilkins, he said he thought that the umpire may have said something which drew the man, because we all thought it started when the Brandywine manager came
Right.
out of the dugout.
Right.
But no, it may have been he felt that he thought he saw the umpire say something first. So.
I don't think it was a deliberate
I didn't
throwing
think so.
of
I
the
thought he
glove.
kind of flicked it, but
See, you guys talk about throwing the club. In between that, Zach Frame was out here. He tossed
Right.
his glove up in the air and
Right.
caught it. But as far as Andrews throwing his glove, I didn't see it. But there's 2 outs. Runner on first. Chattenberger on the mound. Pitch. The strike.
So is this Damager?
this is Damager.
He's 2 for 3, home run,
He hit it
single,
home.
2 runs scored.
I guess this
That
is what
ball's
caused
high,
me
1-1.
to read a Little League rule book for the first time in probably 10 years since I coached.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've read that.
You got 1-1.
I have girls,
count.
so we were doing the softball rule
right.
book.
That's a bouncer. Strike 2. So 1 and 2 now. Runner on first. 2 outs. Brandywine really needs to get out of this inning. Get in the dugout and get themselves some runs at the plate. This 8-0 game, Milton in total control. Chattenberger's pitch. Strike 3, and they're finally out. So after 4.5 innings of play, it's Milton 8, and Brandywine 0, and they're coming to bat. And Benny, they really need to get something going here. And so far, Hitchcock has been masterful. Has allowed, I think, 2 base runners.
He has 3 base runners.
3 base runners.
2 singles and a hit by pitch. No Brandywine runner has advanced past first base tonight.
Yeah,
And Milton has thrown in. A double play for good measure.
He's kept the ball down. He's he's commanded the game. And it's funny because when you talked about 3 guys raising their hand, then he put his down. He comes on. He's the pitcher, and he's done a great job. And talking about player of the game, I mean, really, who do you go to right now?
Right now,
so many hitters.
To me,
maybe
it's
Timmy Hitchcock.
Yeah.
To me, it's the pitcher, Hitchcock, who has been, like I say, masterful on the mound.
5 home runs. The bats are sharing the glory, but Hitchcock is just kind of like the quiet guy right now, and he's doing one heck of a job.
It's 5 home runs from, as you mentioned, 5 different
players.
Wow.
Well, 2 hits tonight for Damager. We have, who else has 2 hits? Well, Malachi Wells has been on base twice. 2 hits for Paris Mitchell.
And we talked about this power of Milton. You know, like I said, we've got the Bronx Bombers, and here you got the Broadkill Bashers. And
Broadkill Bashers.
For you people up north, Broadkill River runs through Milton, and these guys are just nailing the ball.
A hit and a walk each for Lou Crouch and Justin Marsh.
Well, Berger is going to try to crack Hitchcock's lock right here that he has on the Brandywine team. Not with that one. Swing and a miss.
Now, who's spotting the lineup? Aren't we at Andrew's spot? And then Berger was batting 8th. They moved him up 2 spots in the lineup. Can you do that?
My book's a little messed up.
Ball's low, 101.
I have Calloway getting ready to bat. So maybe he's batting for Calloway.
Now, if you do a perfect Little League book, you should get a free hot dog or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I thought when a guy was in the lineup in a spot, he had to continue to bat in that spot.
That's right to the second baseman.
That's Crouch.
But as Benny mentioned, our
down.
assignment's going to be to read the Little League rule book.
Well, and we got this whole thing with Andrew's spot. And who's this? This is number 2 coming to plate. I believe. Can't see the
now he mentioned he announced McSorley, but
yeah, all right. So I've missed somebody.
Let's see if he turns. We can get it. It is number 5.
Yep.
That's Daniel McSorley at the plate. 1 down. Brandywine running out of time here, running out of outs. Here's Hitchcock's pitch. That's a strike. Really nice pitch there by Hitchcock. Timmy Hitchcock, he winds, he delivers.
Ooh,
strike.
Had him reaching.
Just had him way out in front of the ball, totally fooled. He's kind of giggling out there on the mound. He's smiling. I think he can feel that control that he is.
Pat, this might be
from that mound.
Partly that's only 5 strikeouts tonight for Timmy Hitchcock, but he's been in control all night.
And now we have a timeout called by the third base.
No walks.
Hardly any really hard hit balls.
No flash photography is the timeout reason.
All right.
Stop taking pictures, Mike.
2 outs.
2 down. Timmy Hitchcock on the mound for Milton.
This wasn't Berger's spot, so we'll have to see what number
strike
is batting. Can't tell.
I guess with the ejection, they were able to bring Ambrosia back in.
I don't know.
I'm lost.
Nice
show! Caught by Hitchcock.
That was number 2 that hit that ball.
I said there was no hard hit balls, and it was hard hit, but right back at Hitchcock.
Right.
And he's able to glove it for the 3rd out of the inning. So after 5 innings of play, it's Milton 8 and Brandywine 0. We'll be back after these messages.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvement's pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
Welcome back, folks. Millsboro, Delaware.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel
here in home of the Millsboro Little League, and we have 1 inning to go. Milton All-Stars up 8-0. They're up the bat here going into the 6th, and it's talking about picking players of the game. We're still kind of debating it, and right now, obviously Hitchcock has to be one of them. He's pitched to Jim, and then you got 5 guys hitting home runs for Milton, and they just showed their power here tonight. And we had the whole strange thing. We had just a strange 5th inning, but we're moving on.
Yeah, with the different, well, you had the ejection.
Right.
Lineup changes.
We're not quite sure.
Right.
You had the lineup changes, so we weren't quite sure of exactly who's coming up. But Milton is definitely coming up as they lead 8-0.
Leading off for Milton is the pitcher, Timmy Hitchcock. And I believe he came into relief in the first game of the tournament. And tonight he gets the start.
Excuse me. No score at Citizens Bank Park tonight. Houston and the Phillies bottom of the 3rd. And this afternoon the Orioles lost at Tampa Bay 5-1.
Here we go.
It's in Berger's first pitch.
Wow.
Just a bit inside.
He didn't even flinch. He just let that pitch go right by him.
Went behind the hitter. Little wild.
He didn't care.
1-0, yeah. He said so.
He says when you at the bat. Ground ball.
Yeah. Over, that's Martin.
Nice
over
play.
to Wiley.
Nice play by Martin.
Yeah, he did a great job the other night at third base when he replaced Andrews, who had played a very good third base. Of course, he's now not in the game anymore, but a nice play there by Martin.
So we have another pinch hitter coming in. This should be the last guy in the Milton. Jackson Isaacs coming in the bat. Number 1. He'll be batting for Joseph.
1 down here in the top of the 6th. 8-0. Milton put on a show tonight. Batter steps out. He steps back in. Berger looks like he's ready to pitch. 1 down. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Fouled back. 0-1.
Looks like Milton gets their last sub into the game here with Jackson Isaacs.
Here's the pitch. Outside. 1-1. So everybody has played. One pitch. Strike.
Outside corner.
Yeah, it was the outside corner.
The very outside corner.
Right.
1-2.
The outside corner of the outside corner.
Here's the Berger's pitch.
That's a
blooper
ball.
that is not caught by
Frame.
as he tries to shoestring it, but he can't get there.
He had it in his glove momentarily.
Jackson's got his cheering section out here.
Yeah.
He told me he was one of the hands that went up when I asked who was pitching tonight.
Right.
I told him us little people got to stick together.
Frame made a heck of a play on the ball. I tell you what, came up with a smile. He knew he gave it everything he had. He just couldn't roll through with it.
Malachi Wells.
Malachi Wells.
Protect your
There's a
windows
strike.
out here.
Yeah. You notice he's in his delivery. He's picking that left foot up. He's ready to mash another one.
Here's the pitch.
There it is.
Wow.
It is right in
Ripped.
the gap.
That got to the fence in
Go to
a
the
hurry.
second and third at least.
Throw goes to third base, but
Double.
Pat, he ripped that ball to right
Line
center.
shot. Line shot that
That's what I
Zach
saw
Frame
him
had
do
no
in the
chance.
semifinal game against Lower Sussex. He had a double and a triple that way.
Good looking player,
Yeah.
I tell you.
And he's not afraid
And
to
they're
go the
sending
other
it
way.
back to first base, or is he just going to give the coach his gloves? That's what it looks like.
Yeah, he's going to give his gloves, and then he's going to run back to.
So that's his 3rd time on base tonight. 2nd extra base hit.
He hit in the semifinals in the districts. He hit 2 balls like that, both of them line shots in the right field gap. His home run was over there tonight, so he's got power to the opposite side of the field.
That ball got to the fence in no time.
This is Mitchell. Paris Mitchell coming to the plate. He's already hit a homer tonight too, right?
Yes, he has, and he
Yeah.
has a single as well.
You got second and third. Inside. Two and 0, 1 out. That's a down the
It's in foul
right
territory. It
field
looks
line.
like that is a fair ball.
Fair ball is going to score 2 runs.
Safe.
Runner gets back safe to first. Little blooper right down there by Mitchell. Makes it 10-0.
First 2 runs to score without a home run.
That's correct, yeah. And if you notice on the base runners, Wells was in the hip pocket of Isaacs coming across the plate.
So 10-0 now. Looks like Milton is going to be going to Bridgeport, and we're going to have to wish them the best of luck up there against all the other teams that they're going to be facing.
Mitchell 3 for 4 tonight. 3 RBIs.
I believe those games are televised on ESPN.
The semis and the finals will be. I don't know how
They may be on
I think the
ESPN.com. They might be online.
Yeah, you look for it down there. I know I've seen games from Bridgeport, so hopefully we'll be able to see some of these kids.
Yeah, they definitely do the
on
regional later in the
national
regionals. And you might be right, or they could be just at ESPN.com or elsewhere online.
That ball gets
Wild
by the
pitch.
catcher,
Well, that's
so he's
all.
going to advance. Mitchell's going to go to second base.
You know what they should do, Pat, is invite 302 Sports up there and hook us up.
Shows ESPN how to do it, right?
I know some people in Bristol. We can. Is that where they are? Bristol, Bridgeport,
they're
Bristol. Yeah, I know some folks in Bristol.
That
Ooh, big
pitch,
cut.
a swing and a miss. Still only 1 out. Brandywine bats totally quieted tonight by Timmy Hitchcock.
Yeah, he has shut them down.
That's right at bidding with a double play,
play.
and that's
Unassisted.
going to end the inning. Unassisted double play by Danny Bidding. So after 5.5 innings of play, it's Milton 10 and Brandywine 0.
Going to go to the last half.
They have 3 outs left. They're going to need the rally of all rallies.
Yes, they are.
The rally of
10-0.
all rallies to pull this out. And I'll tell you what, 302 Sports, we would love to be able to bring that to you because
Right.
that would be a spectacular thing to happen. But with Danny Hitchcock on the mound, I don't see it happening right now. There's Brandywine has their work cut out for him.
He's had a great line here tonight.
So Pat and Benny are going to bring you the bottom of the 6th. I'm heading over to the field to grab our players of the game, and you guys can imagine who they are. But I'll be back at the end of the game, and Pat and Benny will have done a capable job tonight, and they will bring you the bottom of the 6th.
Well, Mike, you have a good time over there. Hit the kids, or he's going to go talk to them.
As long as they don't hit me with a bottle of water or something, we're good.
He may get have some Gatorade
Might be
thrown
Gatorade,
over.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's all I need.
So Hitchcock coming into this last half inning of the game. 2 hitters so far, 1 walk, 1 hit batter, 4 Ks. He's just he's not been overpowering. He's just been able to make them.
I think it's
hit
5.
ground.
Yeah, 5.
5 Ks, yeah.
5 Ks.
Allow them to hit
But like you say, he keeps the ball down.
Yeah.
Everything is nothing. The hardest hit ball was that one that just went right back
Right.
at him last inning, that he was able to spear.
This is Offet up the bat, the catcher.
Offit, he had a couple nice hits the other day against Namath too. He might be able to get something started.
Oh, nice
That's a
curve.
great curve ball that just has him standing still as it goes right over the plate. Timmy Hitchcock, he winds, he delivers outside.
2-1.
2-1 count. Brandywine just looking to try to get something started. But each inning, strike down the middle of the plate there by Timmy Hitchcock. But they have not got a runner to second base. I don't believe this game.
I don't believe so,
Brandywine,
no.
they had 3 runners reach first, but that's about it.
Full count here.
Full count. Timmy Hitchcock's payoff pitch. He winds. He delivers.
Ground
The
ball.
bouncer
That's
through
a
the
gap.
hole into left field, so we got a base hit.
So Brandywine not going to go down quietly. Trailing 10-0.
Jared Horgan with the base hit.
Brings Bogan to the plate. No outs here in the bottom of the sixth. They trail 10-0.
Bogan we saw hit a two-runner the other night, so he's very capable of hitting the long ball.
Oh.
But not on that pitch. That's a really nice pitch by Hitchcock on the outside corner.
Nasty first pitch curveball on the outside corner. Jeez.
That
follows it up with another one.
That was like a slow curve as he took something off of it. Totally fooled the batter. Bogan. He steps out. Got 2 strikes on him. Hitchcock winds. He delivers. That ball's hit hard, but it's right at
Wells.
Right at Malachi Wells. He brings it right in for the first out of the inning. Yeah, he didn't hardly have to move on that. He jumped a little bit up in the air. That's about it. That was a line shot right at him. Now Logan Wiley. Or is that, I'm sorry, Zach Frame. Step into the plate with a runner on first.
Oh,
he
base
hits
hit
a
up the
base
middle.
hit up the middle. So it's going to be first and second for Brandywine with 1 out. They try to at least get some runs on the board. Trailing 10-0 right now. It all starts with 1 run.
And this brings up their big hitter, Bidding.
Bidding, we've seen him make good contact in the games that we've covered here at 302. He's got a 1 runner in scoring position. Here's Timmy Hitchcock's pitch. That's a great curveball. He had stood Bidding up on that as the ball curves right into the strike zone. Very nice pitch by Timmy Hitchcock, 0-1. Hitchcock delivers. Outside. Ball 1-1-0-1.
So 2 of their better hitters. He starts both of them off with curveballs. See if he comes back with the fastball here on the outside corner.
Hitchcock delivers.
He does.
You called it. Strike on the outside corner with the fastball. You got 2 strikes on Bidding. Timmy Hitchcock's pitch. Outside. 2-2.
Nice stop by the catcher, Criswell.
Brandywine looking to get something started here. Hitchcock. 2-2 count. His pitch to Bidding. Bidding is another to third base. They're going to go to second. Over to first, not in time. So you're going to have first and third as they get Frame at second on the force. And there's going to be 2 outs with Logan Wiley coming to the plate.
Logan Wiley, 2 strikeouts tonight.
He had a big game the other night against Naaman's.
Excuse me, strikeout and a hit by pitch. I'm sorry. Strikeout and a hit by pitch.
Here's Hitchcock's pitch. Wiley. Foul down the left field line there. So just 1 out away.
From
Milton
their
is
second straight state championship.
Second straight state championship to take them all the way up to Bridgeport.
Nice pitch.
Did you say Bridgeport?
Bristol,
Connecticut. That's a nice, yeah, that's that curveball that he's been landing with all day, Benny. And it really just
I think he's going to come back
freezes
with
the hitters.
I say he comes back with that curveball. He's going to end the game with it. Nope.
No, he went fastball outside. I believe that's 2-2.
I have 1-2.
1-2. 1-2. That's the first ball. Hitchcock again. Maybe you're going to see that curve on this pitch, Ben.
Yep.
Yes,
Got him.
we did. And that's the one to end it. That's been his specialty pitch. And that's going to be a final. 10-0. Milton defeats Brandywine
state championship
for their second straight Little League state championship. And a big congratulations goes out to Milton. And also a good congratulations to Brandywine. They had a heck of a season. They had their backs to the wall a couple times. This was the 3rd time where They had
Right.
to win 2 games in a row and just didn't have enough firepower.
That's absolutely right. They, they came in. I said, and I thought coming in, they were loose, and that third inning was the turn. Malachi Wells blast, 3-run blast in the third inning, and it just kind of took the air out of Brandywine. And with a pitcher like Hitchcock, it's hard to get back in that kind of game.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen if Danny Bidding could have been on the mound tonight for Brandywine. I sensed a little bit of trouble when he was not, because the games that I watched last week, I thought that Frame, of course, was the weaker pitcher, and I didn't know how many more arms that Brandywine had left.
Right.
And Hitchcock, he was lights out. He's lights out.
Yeah, a couple of other guys, like I said, Milton had 5 home runs from 5 different guys, but Paris Mitchell 3 for 4 with the home run, 3 RBIs, and Malachi Wells 2 for 3, double and a home run, 2 RBIs, and 2-3 plays in center field. That was just
great
tremendous.
Plays. Yes. Yeah, Malachi Wells. To start off the game, we liked the play he made on the line drive, and then he made another leaping little grab later in the 6th.
So I have to say, our player of the game has to go to Hitchcock.
Yeah, you have to give it to Timmy Hitchcock, who pitched 6 innings of shutout ball. How many hits did he give up?
4 hits, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch, and 6 strikeouts.
4 hitters. So he pitched a 4-hitter.
And a home run at the plate.
And he had a home run? Hitchcock,
and a home run, yeah.
Hitchcock also had a home run.
1 for 4 with a homer.
We had 5 home runs tonight from Milton.
So, folks, we have to do the pin ceremony here. And, we're going to have the pin ceremony. We're going to run some commercials, come back with the pin ceremony, and then we're going to have our player of the game, Timmy Hitchcock.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com. Remember, you can always order online to take home our world-famous wings. It's your couch, our wings. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
Okay, with me, folks. Malachi Wells. Center fielder, once we get you strapped up here. Okay, you hear me? Right.
I get that over your ear.
Okay, real quick,
There you
Malachi. First at bat, it wasn't a great at bat. It looked like you're a little uncomfortable, hit the hard ground ball, but then 0-0 coming up there in the third inning. What were you thinking? 2 outs, 0-0 game. You got 2 men on base. What was going through your head at that bat?
Yeah, I was just thinking a base hit, drive in a run. Just all we needed.
Well, you drove it more than a few. Before the game, I dubbed you the Broadkill Basher, but you got to share that now. I mean, your team hit 5 home runs tonight, and you guys were just, you're hitting a home run, follow up with a home run. Talk a little bit about the batting performance of your team tonight and the way you guys came out and just mashed the ball tonight.
I mean, it's been like that for the past few games. We've been working on hitting a lot at practices, driving through the ball, staying back on curveballs. It's been like that for the past few games.
And you don't seem to mind going to right field. I watched you in the Lower Sussex game. I've only seen you hit the right field so far in this tournament, and you hit the ball hard. Are you just staying with the pitch? What are you doing there that everything's going to the opposite field?
I'm thinking outside pitch, pull my hands in, just stay back, let it get deep, take it that way.
And you're one of the guys with a little bit of experience going to Bristol last year. You get to go back. Talk a little bit about the experience last year, and what do you expect to take with you to help some of these guys that weren't there last year?
I mean, it's pretty fun there, good service and everything. I mean, we just have to play like we did here, bring the same mindset, and play hard. Just play our game.
Pat, you got anything?
Well, is Timmy Hitchcock, is that your number 1 pitcher?
Yes.
Timmy's your number 1, and so who will be? He will not be pitching probably your opening game, right?
Doubt it. It's either Carter Brazier or me.
Carter Brazier, you? Very good. Well, I tell you, that was a heck of a hit you had. Like Benny pointed out, you hit the ball hard first time up, and he was actually that was almost a call right there too.
Yeah, the first thing I said was 2 outs, 2 on. I said, don't throw a mistake pitch to Malachi Wells, because it's going to leave this park, and exactly what it did. As we watched you through the districts. Talk a little bit about your team. You went undefeated in this, but you got a scare right off the bat. You guys had to go extra innings with Nanacoke to get this tournament open.
Yeah, that was a pretty tough game. I mean, Andrew Callaway, their starting pitcher, he shut us down, and then we finally came through and started hitting the ball, playing our actual game.
Talk a little bit about your pitcher tonight. Timmy Hitchcock threw a heck of a game.
He threw a good game. I mean, his curveball was working pretty good. He was getting the fastball outside. He was leaving it outside.
Okay, folks. Malachi Wells, big night tonight, 2 for 3, double home run, 2 RBIs, and ready to return to Bristol and maybe take that one extra step this year. What do you think?
Yes, we need to.
All right, good job. Malachi Wells, Milton All-Stars.
Malachi Wells.
Folks, we're waiting on Paris Mitchell, another guy with a big game tonight. And
also waiting on Timmy Hitchcock,
right,
who I think we can confidently say
player of the game, absolutely. Talk a little bit, Pat. We talked a little bit about the way they hit. Talking to, it's a 12-year-old kid sitting there talking about his hand position and what pitch he was looking for.
Very knowledgeable. I was just going to say that Timmy Hitchcock had a very good eve.
Oh, absolutely. And matter of fact, we were talking so much about his pitching, I had to go back and look in the scorebook to realize he did hit a home run in this game, and I believe he had a couple hits, or he just had the one hit. Hitchcock. Oh, he had one hit, 1 for 4 with the home run.
So I talked to these guys. There were few of them, 4 or 5 were in Bristol last year.
Right.
So they said they believe it starts on August 5th, Saturday, August 5th. So they will have a week and a couple of days off to rest and prepare.
Wells told us that Hitchcock's number 1 pitcher, but he's getting the ball to open the tournament. So.
And I'll tell you, I thought that he wouldn't have enough rest.
Right. Oh, okay.
Now, it's not going to start till the 5th.
Paris is on his way now. And Pat and Benny, just when I was standing down there watching the 6th inning, Tim Hitchcock throwing a lot harder from there than it looked from out here. Right. So he was throwing hard, and they weren't touching him in the 6th inning. We have Paris Mitchell. Paris. Getting the hot seat here and throwing the headset. This is Benny.
Paris camera right over here.
Camera's right over there.
You can hear those guys, so don't worry about it.
All right, so Paris, here we got undefeated through the districts, undefeated here in the state tournament. Guys didn't let up a run. Big hit coming out of you in that 4th inning, following up Malachi's home run. You follow him right up with another one. You had a big night tonight, 3 for 4, 3 RBIs. Talk a little bit about your going up 0-0, or actually 3-0 when you hit. Following that big home run, what was going through your head? What were you looking for? It was first pitch home run.
Yeah, I knew that we were rallying, so it just kind of came easy. I knew it was going.
You knew it was going. Knew it was going when he pitched it, right?
Yeah.
All right. You're one of the guys that was in Bristol last year, so talk about the experience of Bristol and how that's going to help you this year after being there one time.
It was great. I really liked it.
All right. Talk a little bit about your guy, Timmy Hitchcock tonight. He pitched one heck of a game, and the support you guys gave him. Talk a little bit about Timmy's game and what you saw of it.
He did great. I kept telling him just to get me to Bristol again. I want to go back.
I want to go back. First base, you guys turned a couple double. Matter of fact, one of the double plays you guys turned, I think, took the air out of Brandywine tonight. You guys had a little bit of a lead, and you guys turned that double play, and it just like took the air right out of them. And talk a little bit about your defense too.
Yeah, we did great. I don't think we had any errors.
All right. Anything, Pat?
Nah, what you just said, I thought it was. By the time the Brandywine had their first base runner, he was on there maybe for 5 or 6 seconds because you guys had turned that double play right afterwards. And the way you followed up Malachi's home run with another smack just showed how you guys really wanted it tonight.
All right, we dubbed you. We had the Bronx Bombers. We named you guys the Broadkill Bashers. You can take it up to Bristol with you. All right.
5 home runs.
Got 5 home runs tonight. Congratulations. Then our 302 player of the game, the pitcher, Timmy Hitchcock.
He had a very good evening.
Right. Timmy Hitchcock, talk a little bit about your job on the mound tonight. Mike went around and asked who was pitching tonight. 3 guys threw their hand up, and he said you put yours back down, but you got the ball. And talk a little bit about your performance out there tonight.
I was just locked in, and I thank God for helping me to do that.
Amen.
And I'm very thankful that my family was there to support me, and yeah.
You like that curveball?
Yeah.
You started a couple. You bent some knees. You stood some guys up. You really kept. Not only did you keep the ball low, you kept them off balance all night.
Yes.
Talk about your approach and your. I'm sure the pitches were probably coming out of the dugout, maybe.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the thought process tonight.
I just wanted to strike them out. I was ready to go to Bristol, and I'm ready for Bristol.
And you're one of the returning guys as well, going back to Bristol, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And not only were you the man on the mound tonight, but let's just talk about your pitching stats here tonight. Complete game, I think I have it. You 76 pitches, no runs, of course, 4 hits, 1 walk, 1 hit batter, 6 strikeouts. But you had a blast also. You helped the offense a little bit. Same thing. What is it with right field and you guys? Everybody's driving the ball at right field fence. Talk about, Malachi talked about keeping his hands in. And what's your approach? And you guys are driving the ball opposite field.
I'm just thinking there's an L screen in front of me, trying to hit that, maybe go oppo, and yeah.
All right, so talk a little bit about, you guys are the Broadkill Bashers and getting ready to go back, and the little town of Milton getting ready, their third time to the state tournament, their 2nd state title in history. You're part of both of them, and now another trip to Connecticut.
Yeah, I'm just very thankful. Like, I can't believe that we have the chance to do this, and I thank God for that.
Okay, Pat, anything?
Well, thank you very much, number one, for giving God credit. But I want to ask you about your pitches. How many different pitches do you have?
I have a fastball, a curveball, and then what's called a slip pitch. It's like a changeup.
The slip pitch. And when did you use that slip pitch?
Like 1-2, 0-2. But I like the curveball better.
Yeah, the curveball, you seem to really stand batters up there.
Yeah.
And it curves right down into the strike zone, and all they can do is look at it.
Yeah.
Didn't that make you feel good on the mound?
Yeah.
What makes you feel? Do you like breezing it by somebody with a fastball, or do you like fooling them with that curve?
I'd like to see them like off balance on my curveball, and I like blowing them by it too.
Yeah, they're both fun, right?
Yeah.
Anytime you strike somebody out. But
yeah.
You were just masterful on the mound tonight.
Thank you.
Keeping those players off balance each time. Because I saw Brandywine last week, and they had some good hitters. And you shut down a very, very good hitting team.
Thank
you. And you deserve a big congratulations.
Thank you.
And before the game, Coach Crouch is he a nervous wreck before every game?
Kind of.
Okay, because I was watching you warm up, and your first few warm-ups weren't all that great. He hadn't made a decision yet. Did you do that on purpose to keep him wound up or what? Because you threw a whole different game than you threw in warm-up.
No, I don't do that. I just get the bad things out before the game.
All right, folks, our 302 Sports Player of the Game, Timmy Hitchcock, the Milton All-Stars. And he's headed, taking his team back to Bristol, Connecticut, hoping to get to the Little League World Series. And, folks, for Pat O'Donnell, Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, and Lenny on the camera, this 302 Sports, your state champions, 10-0 victory, the Milton All-Stars. They're headed to Bristol. Folks, have a good night. See you next.